First into the feeding clinic is tiny Tatiana Moxie, a super skinny desperate to plump up.
I'm not very happy with the way that I am at the moment, so I think it'd be better to look a bit healthier and have a bit more weight on me.
Tatiana has already undergone a thorough medical to make sure she's up to the challenge ahead.
22 inches.
Now it's time to work out the size of the problem.
So you are 93 pounds, okay?
That's just 6 stone 9 pounds. She's at least 1.5 stone underweight.
I make your BMI to be 15. If I tell you that a normal body mass is between about 20 and 25, you can see that you're actually quite a lot below where you should be. You know what you're going to be doing this week. You're going to swap your diets around. How do you feel about that?
I think it's going to be difficult, but I do want to do it.
19-year-old Sussex customer services worker Tatiana is a serial undereater whose daily diet is the equivalent of a 4-year-old.
I think I've always been slim. I've never been probably over 7 stone. On a typical day, I would probably have a cereal bar or toast for breakfast. I would probably just have a jacket potato with tuna at lunchtime with salad.
But it's a case of her eyes are bigger than her belly. She rarely finishes what's on her plate, even when her parents cook her favourite healthy food.
We normally serve her a full plateful, but she'll only usually eat about a quarter of that, or perhaps even half.
The reason that I want to do this is just because I don't like people touching me, putting their hands around my wrists and saying, oh, you need to put on weight because you're too skinny, you don't eat enough, because they don't really know me, and it does upset me a lot. So I think people would stop doing that if they saw that I did have a little bit more weight on me.
A shock tactic is on its way. Larger than life, Sandra Andrew is a 39-year-old internet seller who has 5 days to teach Tatiana her joy of eating.
The people that I find that are too slim, I don't know, they kind of remind me of lollipops. You know, with the big head and the sort of little tiny body.
And by sizing down to Tat's child-sized diet for a few days, Sandra's own weight problem will be tackled, hopefully once and for all. Where Tatiana spurns food, Sandra embraces it, all too wholeheartedly. And with big eating issues herself, she spends most nights at home gorging on takeaways and fatty snacks.
I don't really have breakfast, lunch, dinner in that sort of traditional sense. Sometimes I might sort of eat 5-6 times.
These two are polar opposites when it comes to extreme eating, and their bodies scream the results. Sandra's thigh is 7 inches bigger than Tatiana's waist. With a 17-stone difference, these two are here to teach each other a hard lesson in food and nutrition. By swapping diets, they will shock each other into confronting their issues and changing their dangerous habits.
How do you think you're going to get on with your super skinny housemate?
It depends on whether or not she objects to, you know, trying my diet, which maybe she will.
Do you think she'll manage it?
No.
Tatiana has never spent time with an overweight person. So how will she react to her new feeding buddy?
When I see someone that's really, really overweight, like obese, it does make me feel quite like I don't really want to look at you, just because I sort of think, why have you made yourself like that? It's not normal to be like that.
Hello. Hello, I'm Sandra.
I'm Tatiana.
Hi, Tatiana. Oh, God.
What do you normally eat, like, in a day?
Well, sort of, oh my God. Our plate's bigger than your whole tummy. I don't know how you're going to fit it in.
Oh my God, how much is she actually going to eat? And I'm going to have to eat everything that she eats. I'm sure she'll help me through it, and I'll have to help her because she'll be starving. I don't eat that much.
Like what?
If I had a plate about that big, I'd probably only eat half of it.
I don't think it's going to work.
Sandra will be trying to add fat to Tat by handing over her meals for the next few days. So to show exactly what they've got to stomach, Dr. Jessen is going to demonstrate just what their week's worth of food looks like.
I want to show you both how ludicrously insane your diets are. And I'm going to show you now exactly how much you get through.
Starting with a week's worth of breakfast.
More toast. Anything else? You have a little bit of cereal and a lot of tea, and that's it for an entire week. Let's go on to lunch then. A sandwich, some potatoes. This is a week's worth of lunches. No afternoon snack. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's your soup.
Yeah.
Bit of chicken leg. Bit of salad. This is a week of food for you that's supposed to keep you going.
How do you survive? I don't know. Wow.
Do you think now you can see that perhaps you're not actually eating enough, and when you think you're full, you haven't actually taken enough food in?
A woman's recommended daily amount is 2,000 calories a day. Tatiana's consuming just 1,400. So she's under-eating by 4,200 calories, or at least 2 days' worth of food every week. She's lacking nutrients that will soon be replaced when she supersizes her diet to Sandra's.
Right, let's go on to lunch. Meatballs, more rice. I think we're getting into a bit of snacking now. Chips, fish fingers, fish fingers, fish fingers, fried eggs, more fish fingers, burgers, great. More of your curries coming in, lots more white bread. Can you see now where you're going wrong?
Sandra's clocking up 3,700 calories a day, a staggering overeat of 11,900 calories, or 6 days' worth of food every week.